have to celebrate the people in our lives who make us laugh, because we all have a sense of humor, but sometimes we forget to use it. For me, it's the patients that keep me grounded, and I will never leave nursing. I don't want to lose that connection, because they're the ones that make me laugh. Working in the cystology department one day, the turnover of cases is really quick. I was checking in my patient. Hi, my name's Meg. I'm the registered nurse looking after you today. Have you had this procedure done before? He's like, no. He's really indignant. He goes, why, do patients come back more than once for this? I said, well, yes, we get patients that come back every 2-3 months. It's not a big deal. Well, I certainly don't plan on coming back and get it right the first time, blah, blah, blah. When I check his consent, I see he's having a vasectomy. Woo! So touchy about that area. Another time we had a 91-year-old patient. She fractured her hip, and we were doing an operation on her in the middle of the night. And normally they're a little bit confused. They try and take you out with the IV tubing, but she was completely with it. We wheeled her into the OR. She grabs my arm. She says, it's the right hip. Don't screw it up. I checked her chart. Retired nurse. I should have known. Have you ever been on hold for so long you forgot who it was you called in the first place? And call waiting, I love this. You're talking to somebody, and then they say, oh, hang on, I've got another caller. Why don't they just come right out and say, hey, you're just not as important as the person trying to get through. Better luck to you next time. Or the voicemail abyss. You ever been caught on that? You get that endless message that just goes on and on and on. And then at the very end, just as you're about to slip into unconsciousness, they leave that vital piece of information you actually do need. So in order to get the money that we owe you, you can just call 416-995, and then you go listen to the whole message all over again. This one always kills me. You come home from work, you've got about 8 minutes before your next activity, you're trying to make dinner, and the phone rings. Hello, Mrs. Soper? They always pronounce your name wrong. How are you today? You know, just once wouldn't you love to give them an honest answer? Tell them how you really feel. You know what? I am not great. I have had the worst day you could possibly imagine. Whatever could happen to me did. And I don't know if this is a hormonal mood swing or if I'm going to be like this for the rest of my life. But I am absolutely foul. I have been yelling at the kids since they came in the door, and I'm thinking of doing mean things to my dog with a fork. Because he won't listen to me either. I'm just trying to crank out another mediocre, meaningless, forgettable meal for my family, and then I'm going to go into the laundry room and burst into flames. I don't care if I won your little prize. I don't even want it. I don't want a timeshare in Florida or a condo in Collingwood. I've already got doors and windows and a ceiling and a roof. My ducks are done. My carpets have been cleaned. The chimney's been swept. I don't give a rip about my lawn. I don't want to revamp my mortgage, get a new MasterCard, try your cell phone plan, read your newspaper, send trouble kids fishing, sell my house, or talk to you about a burial plot. And I don't want to send anybody to the circus. Society does not set us up to succeed in this department. I just look at holidays now as like a series of roadblocks. You know, it all starts off with Halloween. We're always telling our kids, don't take candy from strangers. Halloween comes, what do? We send them. Go on, go get candy from strangers. Bring home bags of it. Back it up. Off you go, and then we pilfer through, hoping they won't notice. And then what do? We roll right into Christmas. Oh, we're right in it right now. Cocktail parties, dinner parties, strap on that festive food bag, and you barely come up for air. Huh? 3 solid weeks of gluttony. And you go right into Valentine's Day, where people who love you give you lingerie and chocolate. That's a great combination, isn't it? Sure, eat this and then try this on. 2 small elastic bands and a shred of fabric. That'll look just terrific. Thank you so much. Gosh, I opened up one for Valentine's. I thought it was like a slingshot for the kids. What is this? Wow, it's a medium. Wow. Who's wearing the small? That's what I want to know. Then you got March break, 2 intensive weeks of family time. I love family time. Sure, more wine? Why not? Okay. Then you wrap it up with Easter, where you celebrate Jesus and get a chocolate chicken. It never ends. It's all about food. You know, and basically they're just saying, well, weight management comes down to how you feel in your clothes. I think that's fair. You know what? Why don't we throw away the scale? The scale is hardship in the morning. How does this work usually? You're going to step on the scale. Take everything off. Make sure you empty the bladder. Take off your jewelry. You pluck your eyebrows if you have to. You know, there's nothing on you that shouldn't be there. You got one hand on the counter. You step lightly with one, on with the other. Check the number. Ah! It's just sure to take your day down. So I say forget it. Go by how your clothes feel. But you know your clothes are tight when you take them off and the imprint from the clothing label is actually embedded in your skin. And Fruit of the Loom there for a week now. I don't know, it won't come off. Sometimes it's a holiday that motivates us. You know, set a goal. Go somewhere sunny in February because you know what this means. You're going to have to go out and get a bathing suit. Isn't that exciting in the middle of winter? We know how this typically unfolds, right? You go into the department store and you pick out the size you think is going to fit you. And you go into that tiny little dressing room with those chicken baking lights beating down on you. You have to wear the bathing suit over top of your own underwear for that added dimpling effect that's very important these days. It's crucial. You just created riches you never even knew you had. You're standing there, you're pale, you got your socks on. Of course, this is where your girlfriend's love and support kicks in. They're on the other side. Come on out, let's see how you look. Come on, it can't be that bad. Come on, you're beautiful inside. Come on out, let's see how Just get it. Don't try out anything else. Go. I'll get the curve. Quickly. So you would say you've been successfully married? Yes. Now, what would you say the key to your successful relationship has been? Tolerance. Tolerance! I love it. Tolerance. I thought you might be going with communication. Tolerance. You're going up with it. So would you say you're flexible? Yeah. Don't get bent out of shape? I love it. That's perfect. I think one of the keys to a successful relationship is understanding the other person and appreciating their differences. Once you realize, hey, that's never going to happen. You relax and work with what you've got, right? Head down, helmet on, I say. Lower your standards, move on with your day. Our goal when we got married, we just wanted to outlast the appliance warranty in our fridge. That was it. And you think about some of the relationships you had before you found that right person. It is not easy finding the right person. Let's just take a poll right now. How many people are in the room in a relationship with some person they really don't want to be with? Hands up. Anybody know? Anybody? You'd be surprised you get the only one. Oh! I'm the only one! Wow. Thought there might be more with me. Let's do that. I had some rough ones, I'll tell you. I was in a relationship once with a fellow broke up with me because he didn't like the way I drove his car. Well, what happened was I drove it from Toronto to Kingston with the parking brake on. Which is never good. I thought it smelled a little funny around Ajax, but I find if you open the window, turn the radio up a little, that often solves anything.